Ah, autumn, my favorite time of year. I started this ride on my Eldorado, but the old girl had developed a mysterious, sporadic backfire. I'd replaced the coil, the condenser and the points, but it still persisted. So back in the garage she goes until I figure out the cause. Fortunately, her more modern cousin was up to the task, so I set off once again, this time on the Breva. Crisp early morning light, a delightful time to be out on the road. In looking carefully at a new Eastern Ontario motorcycle adventure route, I discovered some sections of gravel road I hadn't ridden before. What better way to spend the day than doing a little exploration and then meet up with a good friend for a late lunch. These are early autumn days. The leaves are only just starting to think about turning. Soon all the hillsides will be a riot of reds, orange and brown. But for now, it's only a few of the more stressed trees that are starting to turn. There's been plenty of rain this summer, and there's plenty of water in the lakes, ponds and wetlands. The route I'm taking is a fine mix of unpaved backroads and pleasant minor paved roads. It's easy riding. The Breva feels comfortable and secure, no matter what the road surface. On River Road near Ardoch, I stopped to look at the water. I could rush past, but what's life without a few tranquil moments? I do get a kick out of exploring these fairly remote backroads on my own. I suppose there are risks. I could fall, have a breakdown, damage myself or the bike. But if anything, sitting on the couch watching TV is far more dangerous to your health. Anyway, I left a note for my wife so she'd know where I was in case I failed to turn up. A few quiet moments off the bike, then away again. Before long, I'm through Umpar, past Canonto, then along the forest road to the ghost town of Folger on the old Kingston and Pembroke Railway. This late 19th century farming community once had a station, a store, a sawmill and a post office and school. But there's little left now, and I didn't stop. Just very occasionally I surprise myself with unwise decisions. I didn't bother to stop to check the water level of this puddle. I should have. It was quite a bit deeper than I expected. Still, no problem. The Breva romped through, although I was starting to wonder whether there'd be more floods to worry about. This time I took a more cautious approach. The water was too muddy to see the bottom, so I walked through testing the base. Amazingly, my boots are waterproof, and it didn't reach their tops. short ride on new pavement around Levant Lake, and then back on forest roads again. I suppose there will be those who think I'm daft to take a street bike with street tires on these back roads. But the reality is, as long as you don't ride like an idiot, it's perfectly safe. Personally, I've never found that unless you're riding on loose sand or mud, that knobbly tires make any difference at all. And as for standing up on the pegs, well, that's not really possible on the Breva. The riding position's too much of a road bike crouch. But on this trip I didn't encounter any conditions where it would have made a scrap of difference. Standing up on the pegs has become one of those must-do things as soon as there's a bit of gravel. But the reality is, most of the time it's pointless. Here's the plug for my books. Find me on Amazon or Audible, or through my website at nickadamswriting.com. Thanks for watching.